start with these guys, which I love these ones, and these ones, and this one. This one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay,
Ooh,
so we're going to start with Ugly Duckling gel polishes.
Because we got some faves.
Do you have another one of that? Nope.
That's
this one. This one. This one.
Yeah.
So there are some favorite colors, but I wanted to especially highlight some of our favorite sparkles.
Yeah.
Because they do a sparkle like really well.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
And 'tis the season. These are perfect for
Yeah.
like winter nails and holiday nails.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now there are more colors than these in these types of finishes, but I just grabbed a couple. So this one is number 73, and you'll see it's just like has this dimensional sparkle in it.
Close.
Get her up close.
Yeah. Ugh. That's
Like
so
it's
pretty.
just so pretty, and I love this tone of blue. It kind of has a gray undertone to it. Love, love, love.
It's like denim-y.
So that one's number 73.
Yeah.
And then the next one is number 60. And this one is like this
This one is
darker.
my favorite of all of the ones that are this finish. I love this like deep, like almost a royal blue.
It's so beautiful. It's coming out a little bit lighter on camera, but in person, it is just this gorgeous,
Yeah.
gorgeous, gorgeous blue. So like I said, there are more colors in that finish, but these are just two that I grabbed. I also really like the pink ones, the mauve toned ones.
Yeah. And then there's a purple, there's an olive.
Yep.
You really can't go wrong.
And then in this finish, this is more like a flaky glitter. Oh, come on.
I love these.
Come on,
that are like
look
that,
it.
like a broken glitter. Oh my gosh!
Like,
and this
you
is
can
like,
just see it falling. Like, look at that.
and
Oh.
it's the prettiest tone of like it's silver, but it's a white gold, but it's almost champagne-y.
It's stunning.
It's so
and these
freaking
paint on
pretty.
so smooth. Like, they're so yummy.
like butter.
Love, love. And then here's 102. I think 101 is one that I wore, and that was more like a white gold.
And one, I think
This
that's
one's more like a
130.
pewter. Ooh, aren't you pretty?
That's so beautiful. I love these. If you haven't looked into the Ugly Duckling like gel polishes or just like the shimmery ones, you gotta.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah.
So definitely,
love those.
I think this series all came out together. So this is all around the same numbers, whereas the first two, they kind of skip around a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're all under 100 as far as the numbers go. And they are just absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning.
Yep. Great time to stock up on those.
Yeah.
Okay, next up are, we touched on these a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
When they first launched.
came out.
And I just feel like, yes. I feel like these are a yes.
Yeah.
So these are all of the jellies from Ugly Duckling. The colors of them are just so pretty.
So beautiful, and they're so nice to work with. I actually did them on my nails. I played with this green with 225, and they're just so nice to work with. They have, like, the consistency is so nice. They're not super runny. They're not like that, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you don't have to, I don't know, mess around with it because it's not like super patchy and uneven, and like I feel like the pigment to gel ratio is pretty good. Like, they're so nice to do all kinds of like layered nail art and stuff with. Like, I love these, and they're very, very rich colors.
Yep. Absolutely. So you can go back and watch the live that we did. We swatched all of them and talked about them. And Rachel even did a tortie using, I want to say these two.
I did.
These two. Anyway,
I did.
so torties are definitely a thing, and you're going to need any combination of the brown, the yellow, and the orange to
Even
do
the
torties.
red?
Even
That would
the,
be fun.
Ooh, a red and a tortie.
Yeah.
Make it a little richer.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. These are beautiful. I actually really love the tone of this one. I don't know why the blues and greens when they're in glass form.
They're just so stunning.
They're just
They're so
they're
pretty.
they're just so
It
pretty.
looks like stained glass.
Yeah, and
I think, like those
it's
old
like
windows.
Yeah.
and it's one of those like you just can't look away.
Yeah.
Like I love them. So these from Ugly Duckling, I think this is a perfect time to grab yourself some new glass gels.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on the Ugly Duckling train still, just going over like essentials as far as like base and top coat. Of course, the prep and primer to go with the builder base or the natural base, whichever you prefer. I love, and also so does Kayla. We love the Ugly Duckling builder base, and mine is almost empty, but it is a beautiful consistency. Let me see, hers is.
It had a little more in it. Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Nope,
Also
just kidding.
empty.
Just kidding. She
Also
hers
empty.
she put it in a pot, like the sweet little gem she is. So you can see the viscosity, the formula, and it is just it's such a nice viscosity to work with. It's not super runny, it's not super thick. It's just so nice, and it is, I don't know, it is one of my favorite base coats to work with just because of the way it applies and the way it wears. Like, I never have issues with this, but it's so nice.
Love that, and love that she put it in a pot.
Yeah,
I like to work out of
this
a pot
is so
like
much
that.
easier to work with.
Now, prep and prime. So prep is going to be the dehydrator for the nail, the pH balancer.
Yeah.
And the prime, you can see, is sticky. This is a sticky primer.
She's a sticky bottle.
Yep. These are actual salon bottles, so don't mind that.
So don't worry about it.
Don't mind the mess. We won't show that part. We'll just show this part. Yes, so prep and prime, definitely awesome. And then the builder base, and then I'll let Rachel talk about the matte.
Oh, yeah. So the matte top coat is beautiful. One of our, I would say it's a hidden gem, but it's not hidden.
Nope.
It
We
is
sell out of it.
well loved, and everybody knows about it. So
We tried to get so much for the sale so that we wouldn't sell out like we did last year.
Yeah.
So hopefully we have plenty on hand.
Yeah. This one is just, it's such a good, strong matte without being like a satin matte. It is like a true chalkboard matte. It does have a tacky layer, so you do need to wipe it off if ever you're like, this is not finished. Yeah, just wipe it off.
Yeah, just give
Just give it a good little scrub. But it is such a nice matte top coat. It is I will say it's very like strong.
very durable.
Very durable. I don't have a lot of problems with any kind of like scratching or any heavy wear and tear with this matte top coat. So it is very user friendly as far as like client wear.
And matte top coat is a must during this season because sweater nails are here.
Absolutely.
So
we'll just make your life so much easier around this time of year.
It's not that weird texture that makes your skin crawl. Like the
No, it's not like
So it's not too
gritty.
velvety?
It's not like a weird nails on a chalkboard feeling. Like they just feel nice and like soft.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
My clients, I have 3 clients. They don't ever do matte, so I don't even know.
Yeah.
But these girls use matte a lot, so.
Yeah.
Shake before you use it.
Yeah, give it a stir or a shake. And also make sure to wipe off your gel polish before you top coat.
Absolutely,
With the
that
matte.
is actually the most important tip, is to definitely wipe off the inhibition layer of the gel polish before you apply matte. Mm-hmm. Okay, going in we're still talking about bases. We're going to switch over to Akzentz.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the different kinds of base coats and or builders. In fact, I can get out this guy. Is also on the must-have list. Okay,
Absolutely.
so is Ultra Gloss. Okay, we'll start here.
We're out of Ultra
Okay,
Gloss.
so
I cleaned us out.
Luxio base in clear. Luxio base, I actually really love it in stark because especially when you are using
Like
neons
or pastels.
Yep, to have a white base behind it is only going to be your friend. So Luxio base in Stark is fantastic. Luxio base on its own, it's that original, beautiful, juicy base coat. Love, love, love it. Mm-hmm. Next up would be my most favorite, which would be Xbond. Now, Xbond is, again, salon product. Okay, so Xbond is watery, so it's very, very thin. This is not meant to build up or anything. You can correct shape and things like that with Luxio base. It's very juicy, very forgiving, very self-leveling. Mm-hmm. Whereas this is very watery, and if you tried to create an apex with Xbond, you will probably say bad words.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
Makes your job harder.
Xbond is meant to just be scrubbed into the nail, give it a 30-second cure, and then you go in with Luxio Build. Mm-hmm. Now, Luxio Build
is dreamy,
and it is a builder that is so beautiful to work with. It self-levels like a dream. It is fantastic for fixing corners. This is not meant for sculpting. You can sculpt a sport short, but this is very flexible. So it's not going to be a hard gel. This is not like that. So if you have a client who has generally healthy nails and they just need a little bit of structure, right? Mm-hmm. Then this combination for them is absolutely beautiful. I can't say enough about Luxio Build. It has always been a favorite, forever and ever. Mm-hmm. And it always will be.
Now's the time to stock up.
I love Luxio
Might as well.
Build.
We love it.
The way it works on the
Sits
nail.
on a pedestal. In our
It
salon.
just sits on a pedestal. It's just such a beautiful product.
When you say it heals itself,
It really does. It does heal itself.
Yep. So you can like literally swipe through it and it will just like heal itself. It will just come back together.
Yeah.
It's like magic.
It's magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Love, love, love Luxio build. Okay, next up, let's talk about hard gels. So Trinity is such a popular hard gel. This is a 3-in-1, and what that means, we actually did live over on the app. We had Iwana Goodwin, who is one of our Akzentz educators. She came and did a live all about Trinity. It was all about the brand new colors because they did just release 3 new colors. This is the clear. I know it looks blue, but it's actually clear. But it is a beautiful, easy to work with, thin viscosity hard gel.
Yeah.
So
It's so nice to sculpt with. I will say, as somebody who doesn't sculpt very frequently, sometimes I have to do repairs and whatnot on my clients that have broken a nail, and it is so nice to work with. It's not super runny, and it just is very, I don't know, it just works.
it works
for what
so nicely. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful base coat, or it is a base coat, it is a builder, and it is also a stain-free top coat. So it is a 3-in-1, but mostly we just like to use it as a builder. What I would suggest is putting a layer of Xbond, scrub that into the nail, and then go in with your Trinity, and then of course your gel polishes and your top coat. So, but if you were ever in a pinch and needed for your hairdressers, you could use this as a top coat and it would be stain-free. So that's an option. Like I said, it does come in 6 other colors as well as clear, and this is a very popular product. So if you're wanting Trinity and you're wanting to stock up on Trinity, I would suggest doing that sooner than later as the weekend comes, because we have
while supplies last.
as much as we could possibly get our hands on, but unfortunately this is, well, not unfortunately, this is just such a popular product, it often sells out. So make sure you grab your Trinity. The other thing that while I'm in here that you might want to grab is your Ultra Glass.
She's empty.
Oh, that's because we love it.
You can open it, but there's
Ultra
nothing in
Glass
there.
is a hard gel that is a no wipe, or it does have, you do have to wipe it. I'm sorry, I'm thinking ahead. But this is a stain-free top coat, just like Trinity. And it comes in a small pot and it comes in a large pot. So you can search the website for all of the details on that. So just pointing that out.
I will say I love Ultra Gloss. It literally is like glass in a jar. It's so nice.
Another-
so nice to work with.
Yes. Again, I only have 3 clients and they are not hairdressers, so I don't use it very often, but I know Rachel does have hairdressers, so there we go. Okay, next up, what you should grab in the sale is your gel art powder. So sweater nail season is here. This is a triple sifted, ultra fine, incredibly fine acrylic powder, and this is what you would make sweater nails with. So you're gonna put your design on, then sprinkle on your gel art powder, give it a full cure, and then you'll dust away the rest of the powder, leaving behind that matte finish for your sweaters. So make sure you grab your gel art powder. We have plenty of that on hand for you. Okay, moving on to these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I pulled just, you know, our love of Luxio. We use it every time we do a live.
Yeah.
So we love, love, love Luxio. I actually, if you didn't catch the live over in the app a couple of weeks ago, they did a battle of the greens, and that was actually really great to watch, where they went through all of the greens that Luxio has so that you could see all of the different colors and finishes and all of that. So it's fantastic. But today I just chose a couple of colors that have been very, very popular with customers lately. So Anticipation, and I'm afraid this one's going to need a stir. Oh, nope, this one's beautiful. So Anticipation is brown and red. It does have a shimmer in it. And this one has been flying off the shelf. It has been such a popular color this season.
It really is
Beautiful.
so nice. It's a good fall color, but it's nice because it's got that red in it. So
I feel like the
it's
hidden
like
gems are making their debut.
Yeah, it's like a non-traditional Christmas.
Uh-huh. Yep. Hidden gem, hidden gem, hidden gem. Okay, so next up is Ruby. Ruby is, did you hear that? Kayla said, I love Ruby. So it's just, I think it's coming up more red on camera. It is not that red. It's not very bright. It's more Americana.
Yeah, has a little more of like a, I don't know, like a deeper, almost maroony, but pink
Still
maroony.
red. Uh-huh. Pink maroon. Not quite, doesn't have very much purple in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a beautiful Americana style red.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And then Allure. We talk about Allure every year, but it's
Yeah.
still a hidden gem.
Because, I mean, whose favorite is it?
Nat Decker.
Good
She
old
calls
Nat
this
Decker.
cranberry in a bottle, and that's exactly what it is.
It really
It
is.
does have a shimmer in it, whereas Ruby is a matte red. Then this one has a shimmer. It also just fits in that Americana style deeper toned red. Absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And then, you know, we would be dumb not to mention the new collection.
The brand new collection.
Because, what? They're so cute. I swatched these, and I will say they are so dreamy to work with. They apply like butter. They're all this like metallic, almost like chromy finish. So this is the Y2K collection, and this is Y2K, and it is like a gunmetal with like
Bree's
a
dying.
hint
She's
of,
like, wow.
right?
I'm gonna go on my own.
Yeah, it's like a gunmetal with like a hint of a green to it. It is so stunning. I put this on one of my clients a couple weeks ago, and we were both just drooling over it while I was painting it. It is so nice to work with. I love the consistency of these. Like, they really are so rich and so pigmented, so creamy. This is Chill. Oh my gosh. Okay, did you ever get into like gel pens when you were younger? Like, were you?
That's exactly what they
Literally,
are.
this is like the gel pen that of my dreams. Oh my gosh. It's like a
Except
like a
this one will
lavender.
actually do what your gel pen's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And be like,
Yeah.
ooh.
It's like a light pink, kind of lavendery. I don't know. It's so stunning. These really are so fun to work with. They're like that frosted, but they're not like your grandma's polishes from the 90s. These are just so much cooler. And then this is Rave, which is like a silvery
Purple.
Oh.
Reminds me of Mirage, but Mirage is glitter.
Yeah. Oh, that is so freaking pretty.
It does feel like a gel
That's
pen.
so cool. They literally are gel pens in a bottle.
Love that.
I love that. So that's the new collection. If since we haven't had a chance to throw these on an Instagram live yet for the noobs, so this was just a quick little.
These
show
are
you what
available
you're
in
missing out.
mini and also in full size. So that's always fun.
And
to grab
minis
minis.
are while supplies last.
Yep.
Because once they're gone, they're gone.
Then that's the end of it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then our most favorite. Oh, I have the messiest bottle in all the land. I am so
Let's see
sorry.
if I have a better one. I have a better one.
You have a
well,
better one.
kind of better. I mean,
They're all
kind
the
of
salon
messy.
bottles.
Still salon
They're
bottle.
all well loved.
But Shine On for sure. I mean, you can see how well loved it is. Look
Yeah.
at Rachel's bottle. But absolutely, Shine On for the win. The ultimate of all ultimate top coats. Ultimate shiny. Ultimate. Love
It's
it.
just
It
the
self
most
levels.
delicious.
You can correct shape with
white.
it. Not a ton. When I say correct shape, I'm talking about little bits of shape. If
Yeah,
you have
like
a
little
big
bumps.
divot, then I would use something like Luxio Gloss to correct that and then go over with a layer of Shine On. But you can, like if you have nail art, you can easily turn your client's hand upside down. It will self-level over that so that you have a smooth surface.
Yep.
I can't say enough about Shine On, but you already know we love it.
Yep. So you're gonna need to
Love
grab a
it. Yep.
Grab a
So
couple.
we have plenty on hand. Be sure to stock up on this while the sale is going on. Love, love, love that. Okay, next up.
I just
You
grabbed
know
some
our
of my
love
favorites.
of gel play. Love of gel. We can't say enough.
These are just so. This is just so fun for me. I love gel play so much, especially the linets and the glitters. I love to play with them all day, every day. You know how annoying I am with how much I love the Celestial collections. So this is Astra. This was in the Celestial collection part 2. So there's 2 series, which also makes it a little bit easier to shop if you're like, I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. If you're wanting to try any of them, I would recommend just getting them in collections, because then you can get things that work well together. Like there's Astra, Nova, and Nebula that all came in this collection, and then Lunar, Gamma, and Solar that came in the first one. And let me just show you Lunar. Mine is almost gone. I need a new one. We'll just be getting one for the sale. But it's the most stunning, like silver, iridescent, little bit of a holographic. It's literally just
The
liquid gold.
on our live last week, where you used Lunar in the background, I still have memories of that.
I
Like,
put it up on my
wow.
board because it's so cute.
Wow.
But then we've got Gamma, which is the more like pink rose gold version of that.
I love her.
With that little bit of iridescent, little bit of metallic. And then we've got Solar, which is the gold version, where it's like a little bit of that like orange iridescent and that gold metallic. So
I'm
they
going
all
to compare
just-
that really quick to Astra because they are
Yes.
2 different tones of gold.
Yes. Astra definitely is more that like warm, like that rich, true gold, where Solar is more of like a yellow gold with like the orange iridescent in it.
Much more punchy.
Yeah, yeah. But they're so nice. Like they're so beautiful to use. They apply like a dream, and I love the formulation of these. They're so nice. And then, you know, just our classic Linets, because
you can't go
we'd be
wrong.
lying if we
Right.
said they weren't our favorites,
Right.
because everybody has a favorite child in this house, and it's the Linets.
That would be the Linets.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they come in black, white, aluminum. We don't have an aluminum here. I don't know why. We do this every time. But we are missing an aluminum, and then there's bronze.
Bronze is edible. No, it's not.
Don't eat it.
No. I'm
Don't.
just kidding. Wait.
Don't eat it. But it literally looks like metallic
Don't actually
chocolate.
eat it, but it's like you could taste it. Like,
Delicious. And then we've got gold, which is just a beautiful kind of chromy light gold. And then we've got rose, which is again kind of that chromy rose gold, and it has like a little bit of like an iridescent gold flash in it. So that is like a very, very, very tiny little after effect.
Beautiful.
You don't really get to see, but it's so stunning. And these are so nice to work with. So throw some gel plates into
Absolutely.
your cart this time.
the ones that aren't here that I would say you need are glistening gold,
Yeah, and
cosmic silver, and pink champagne.
Yep.
You need those. Those are paintable metallics, whereas these ones, so they, I guess you could call them glittery as compared to the 3 metallics
Yeah.
you showed here. But they are must-haves.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
glistening gold, cosmic silver, pink champagne. Add those to cart. I also love Galaxy Dazzle.
Yeah.
I love cherry. What's the red one?
Cherry Dazzle.
No.
Nope.
Cherry red.
Cherry. Hold on. I'm gonna grab it.
No. It's the other side.
Cherry red right here.
Oh yeah.
Cherry red, which is the fine glitter.
Yeah.
I love that one.
So good.
I love Scarlet Fantasy. Like, there's just
Yeah.
so many of these.
They're really
I love the yellow. I love the red of the regular paints.
Yeah. The yellow.
The
and-
green.
yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
Some Prussian blue.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Actually, oldie but a goodie is the teal.
The teal is so good.
So many good ones. Okay.
What else you
All
got?
right. We're almost there.
Are we?
Next up, Luminary, of course.
Oh, no.
Of course. Luminary is on sale.
Absolutely.
We don't have the 8-ouncer here, but if you are using Luminary so much on your clients, then you'll want to grab an 8-ouncer because it's going to be the better investment. But of course, you need some commit primer. This is a sticky primer, such a great primer. And then the system, if you are new to Luminary, let me just walk you through the system really quickly. It comes in a 10 milliliter bottle. Now, I personally don't like to use Luminary out of the bottle because it's a very thick product. So when you go in and you're trying to work fast, the more you go in and out, the more it splays your bristles, and then you get a lot of air bubbles. So I don't like to work out of the bottle, but I do like to use the bristle brush. That's where the pot comes in with the refill. You can of course put the 10 ml inside of the pot, but once that's gone, then you would refill it from here, and then you are using your bristle brush to pick up your bead from here.
Just scoop it out.
And it's just so much faster than having to go back in here trying to get that good bead. You can see that there are air bubbles in that. But if you pick it up from here, we have no air bubbles.
Yeah.
So I really love working out of the pot with Luminary. So there we go. It also comes, of course, in colors. Very popular colors would be Faith, Drive, Balance, Growth, Serenity, Presence. Those are the very popular colors. But you can see all of the colors at polishedpinkiespro.com. And you can go from there. Of course, we're always happy to answer your questions in regards to Luminary. We also have a Luminary Educator, Nail Art by Crystal, here on Instagram. You can message her with any questions that you might have. Okay, we're almost there because we're down to tools.
Yeah.
Let's start with those.
Okay, we'll go over the fun ones first. These are the Ugly Duckling nail art tools. I only have a few of them because these are just the ones that I had sitting at my desk. But I feel like these are necessities because I will say I am kind of a snob when it comes to like a gel brush. Because I don't sculpt very often, I know what I like and I know what I don't like, and I really like these. Like, they are just such a nice shape, and you can see that one of them is covered in gel and one of them is covered in glitter. So I have one for glitter specifically, so I don't have to keep cleaning my brush out every time I'm using it, and then I have one that is specifically for like hard gels. Which is so nice. Like, I use it for like Trinity or Ultra Gloss when I am top coating like my hairdressers, so that I don't have to, clean out my glitter brush and get glitter in my top coat, because that's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
but
and also cleaning them out is a pain in
Yeah.
the butt. So it's nice to have too.
But I love the shape of these. I love the flexibility of these. They're very like flexible and buoyant, bouncy. So they just work really, really nicely with the
How do you
gels.
spell
that we use.
buoyant?
I'm not gonna. No.
Bouy.
I'm.
Okay.
Yeah. I almost won the spelling bee.
I wanted to be in the spelling bee.
I can.
That's
write
why,
it.
though, in my head, I'm like, I need to spell that. I can't just.
I can't say it
I
out
can't
loud.
go past it. I have to spell it in my head,
I can't.
and then we can
I
continue.
can't spell it out loud. I have to like write it out with my finger in the air so that I can.
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, all right.
One of my favorite tools that they have is the Omni tool, which seems like a dumb thing because you're like, it's a dotting tool, but it really is like the size of them that makes such a big difference. Like, this is just a good, I don't know, kind of like a medium to small ball, and then just like the teeny tiny little, just like the little pinhead one.
Bittiest.
Yeah, and it's so nice that they're just like 2 for 1. And then I have, I didn't even know what brushes I had at my desk, but I've got the Detailer 2, which is just a little bit longer than the original Detailer 1. I don't know who has it, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
the Detailer one is shorter.
It's just a little bit shorter. It might be a tiny bit thinner,
Look
but
how thin that is.
I love the Detailer 2. It really is so nice to work with, and it is just the perfect size, perfect thickness and length. And then the Painter. This is one of my all-time faves because look at it. It's so cute. It's so cute and like chubby and long, and I love it. This one is so nice for filling big spaces. Like if you're doing any sort of like big line work, like when you're doing those kind of like Burberry plaids and you need to cover like half a nail. Like it's so nice because you can get that whole stripe in like one swipe depending on how much pressure you're using, or doing like a French with this because it also has a nice fine tip. So it is very versatile, and it's
That's
just
lovely.
such a nice brush to use. I love the quality of their nail art brushes as well. So they have many, many more, but these are just the only ones I grabbed. But
And for 20% off? Absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay, in the tool family, one more thing is the pusher, or
Spatula.
The spatula.
Yes.
This is the Akzentz spatula. Such a good tool. Must have. In last week's live, let me pull a color. Okay, in last week's live, Iwana showed this fantastic tip. Or 2 weeks ago. Maybe that was 2 weeks ago?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
when
2
we
weeks
did
ago.
the greens.
So Iwana mentioned that using a spatula, a metal spatula, is ideal for your polishes that need to be stirred. So I'm going in an up and down motion like this and just scraping that bottom. Another thing you can do is put pressure on the bottom of the bottle and then just roll it around. And this is in essence stirring all of that gel back together. So this is ideal for colors that might separate, or it's ideal for colors that haven't been used for a season, especially now that we're coming into all of the wintry colors that might not have been used all summer and all fall. Then you might need to just give it a really good stir. Then you're just going to gather up all of the excess gel, put it back inside of the bottle, and now that bottle is ready to be used with the best pigmentation and gel consistency. So, and then you'll just take this, clear it off with some alcohol, and then back into your tool bin it goes. So a spatula is such a great tool in the salon. It's also great for picking up, loose glitters or things like that.
Yeah, or if you're like custom mixing colors on a palette, this is very easy to use, so that you don't have to like clean out all of your nail art brushes from mixing colors. Like it's just much easier to clean this off than it is to clean out a nail art brush.
Yes. So definitely the spatula, such a great tool. The other thing I would say is grab yourself a new nail art palette. If you are like Rachel.
Don't. I
Rachel,
get so attacked here.
Rachel doesn't clear off her palette.
No.
And so she just lets things cure on there. So maybe she needs to get one this weekend.
I'm gonna stop
with the
up.
Black Friday sale.
Leave me alone. I didn't come here to get attacked.
If you just clean it off.
So grab yourself a new palette during the sale this weekend. It'll be fantastic. Okay. Next up, we are going to move on to tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so during a sale is really the best time to stock up on tools, because these are things that you can pre-plan how many you need, because how many clients do you see in a day, so how many kits do you need to make in a day, that kind of thing. And to get this is the expensive part of our job, right? The most expensive. So this is the time to stock up on all of your tools. If you need 5 sets, 6 sets, 10 sets in a day, maybe you have a busy salon and you're needing 20 sets. This is the time when you have to make bigger purchases like this, when you can get 20% off, now's the time to grab it. So, of course, staleks nippers are our favorite. There are multiple kinds. We prefer the Smart 30. If you have a smaller hand, you're going to want to go for the Smart 10 because it has a much more narrow grip. And then the Smart 30 and the Smart 31 are very similar. This one is... What's that one?
Oh, these are the 10s. I was just going to show
So,
the difference.
yeah, let's show the difference. So do you see how it just has kind of a more narrow grip here? Right? So if you have a smaller hand, you're going to really enjoy the Smart 10s. I have a wider grip, so I really like the Smart 30s. Then the Smart 31 just has this kind of, what is that called?
Hinge?
Hinge, thank you. Yep. So it has this kind of a hinge, but then it still has this shape to the 31s. They come in 3 millimeters. So when we're talking about 3, 4, 5, and 7, we're talking about the jaw right here. So what jaw is that?
This is a 5.
So both of these are 5s. So that's what we use most here in the salon. If you like a really tiny cut, then you're going to go for the 3, which is about there. And then the 4 is in between the 3 and the 5. And then the 7 is the big daddy.
It's longer than this. And, you know, some people
really love it.
Like a big jaw.
Yep. So there are different jaws, but that's really the gist of the differences between the nippers. Then next up, let's talk about pushers. So we talked about the Smart 56. This one is if you have clients who have smaller nail beds. Look how little and petite that is compared to the Akzentz guy.
Like if you were to do this on like a tiny nail, like it just fits in so nicely.
It fits so nicely down in there. Whereas if we did this, look how big, like this is over the size of her nail. Now, for people who are used to this bigger one like myself, then I'm okay using this guy. But if you are new and that makes you nervous, then absolutely go for the small one because look at how nicely that fits in there. Both of these ones have the same other end, which is a scraper, which is really nice. But I just wanted to highlight the differences between the pusher end. Now, when we're saying push, really quickly, this is not this kind of live, but when we are saying push, we are not meaning push like this. We are meaning go up and loosen the skin, and then we want to lift it up, lift up, lift up, lift up. So you're pushing only to get under and lift it up, okay? So don't be like scrubbing and like harming what could be the matrix. You don't know how close it is.
We are not about heavy pressure in the cuticle area here.
Be very gentle and very ginger there. Okay, so these two beautiful tools. All right, next up, let's talk about bits.
Let's do.
Really quickly, I know everybody's waiting for the silver bullet. I am too.
We've been waiting for so long.
I promise. I promise it's coming. In fact, I just got notification that it's supposed to be on its way to us on Friday. So that's not in time for the sale, but we will do something big for when it does arrive to us. So it is coming back. The silver bullet is coming back. But for now, these are some of the tools that we currently have in stock, and I'm very excited for the return of the silver bullet. But let's move past that. Okay, let's talk about carbides real fast. Here's just a couple of them. These are just ones that we have here at the salon that we are currently using. I would also add the Plush to this. Or if you are a brand new nail tech and it makes you nervous to use an Efile, then I would start with the Nectarine because it's the easiest and smoothest removal. That would be the orange band. So Nectarine is for a beginner. A Plush is intermediate. And then these are the boa and the baby boa. Here's boa. It's longer than the baby boa. This is also intermediate. And these are just a really nice...
Just like a smooth,
like not aggressive,
not a slow removal, but it just is a little bit less intense than the Big Thunder. And a little bit more intense than the Plush and the Nectarine.
So love, love, love the boa and the baby boa, and then we also love the Plush. Those are our intermediate bits. And then this right here is called the Big Thunder. It comes in 2 shapes, and that's just based on preference. They're all the same cutter, but the Big Thunder is for those of us who are advanced and are like, let's just get it off fast. So you're not nervous with an E-file, and you are comfortable with a very gritty bit. That's what the Big Thunder is. So great time to stock up on your carbides.
Absolutely. Because you would be surprised how many of you actually need to change them out.
Yes.
Please get new bits.
Get new bits. Get new bits. Okay, next up, let's talk about pedicure bit.
Speaking to myself.
So even in the winter, we're still
need
giving
new bits.
pedicures. I mean, I know that we talk about this mostly in the summertime, but pedicures are essential, especially in the winter, because that's when our calluses really get out of hand. So make sure that you're taking care of your client's feet. The reason why we love the Polished Pinkies pedicure bit is because it can be fully sanitized. So once you are done removing all of the dead tissue, then you can just gently tap out the whole pile of skin. It's kind of gross, but that's what you do. You tap it all out, and that way then you can get in there, clean that all out, make sure that everything is nice and disinfected and ready for your next client. So we recommend just the coarse. The super coarse are for severe cases.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know we have those people who are like, my feet are so bad, and then when us nail techs look at their feet, we're like, where's the callus?
Yeah, that would be me. I have
Yeah,
none.
you have no calluses. And she's like, my feet are so dry. I'm like, no, they're not.
Where is it though?
You have no callus. So don't use the super coarse on people who don't have calluses, okay? It will burn them. It gets a little bit too aggressive. So make sure that you mostly everyone is going to just need the coarse.
Yep.
Of course, we have the ball bit, fantastic for removing the dead cuticle around the eponychium. Then we have the tapered barrel. Great tool for prepping the nail bit as long as it's naked. I actually don't like to use it if I have product on the nail, but I do like it when I have naked nails. It makes for a very fast prep. Here's the 2-week flame. We rarely talk about this guy, but he is useful.
Just a hidden gem.
Yep.
Just
You
the
can go
cutest
in
little
and get
guy.
all of those little tiny areas that we need to clean up. This can be used as a full prep bit. For me, it's a little bit too small. That's my own personal preference.
Depends on how often your clients come. Like in the name, if they're coming every 2 weeks, this is perfect because they
Where
don't have a ton
very
of
little
grow
grow
out.
out. Yep.
Yeah.
Very little grow out, and you just get down in there. The skin finisher. So this is a silicone skin finisher. You would use it very much like a ball skin finisher. You can use it dry or with oil. If you're going to use it dry, you're going to use it before you apply product. If you're going to use it with oil, you use it after you apply product. Okay? But that's great for taking care of all of the surrounding skin that surrounds the nail plate. And of course, the Easy Off mandrel. This is fantastic because your mandrel or your sanding man can just slide on and slide off.
Right off.
Make your life so much easier. Okay, do we have any questions?
Yes.
We have any messages and stuff?
So we had one back when we were talking about Luminary.
Oh, great.
Michelle Buonomo. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. She said, my Luminary refill bottles are very runny, different consistency than what Luminary usually is. Is that normal or did I get a weird batch?
I have no idea. You can contact us via email, and I will check with Luminary HQ to inquire if there was anything. We just need to know the batch number, which is on the bottom of the bottle, so that they can go back and do a little bit of research as to what was put in and all of that.
Yeah, and you might not be the only person with an issue like that, so definitely reach out. Christine Does Nails says, is the Smart 56 pusher sharpened like the Akzentz one?
I want to say yes.
I will say it's not like
It's not super sharp.
Not as like beware you might slice yourself
This one can
open.
slice, but this one I believe is sharpened, but not like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is not it definitely is sharp. Like any of these pushers,
Yeah.
you definitely do need to be a little bit careful when they're brand new.
When they're brand new. Yep, definitely. Okay, anything else?
No.
Okay, then the last thing we're going to talk about is the Expert 30K.
The baby.
We waited for him to come back in stock for so long. This is actually my personal e-file. This is the same e-file that I have been using since the e-file was originally released. Yay. So, I mean, as long as you take care of your machine can take care of you. So always be dusting off. Let's talk about dust brushes. Always be dusting off so if I had just finished a pedicure and I was in lock, then you want to dust off before you take out your bit. Then you'll take out your bit, then you'll put in your new bit. That way you are not compacting dust down in here. The dust that we are removing is plastic, and then all of these parts inside get hot, and then that plastic can quote unquote melt, and it will seize all of the innards. And once that happens, unfortunately, you do have to buy a new handpiece. So make sure you are removing all of the dust before and after. Even after I use a diamond bit, I still dust off, then I take out my bit. The e-file handpiece is very balanced back and forth, so when you are using it, you can barely even feel its weight because it is balanced in the front and it's balanced in the back, so it lays perfectly in your hand. It does have a lightweight base. You can go forward and reverse. You have your start, your stop, your minimum, and your maximum. Here is a very important thing to say is that you do have to stop the machine to go forward and reverse. So you're going to go forward. I don't have a bit in there, so I shouldn't really do that. Then you would flip to reverse or forward, and then you can push start again. This is a power button. You don't have to use this one very often, but mostly you'll use start, stop, forward and reverse, and of course your min and max. This does go all the way up to 30,000 RPMs. Here at the salon, we actually don't like to use it that high, but if you are somebody who is trained that way, go for it. We actually prefer to sit somewhere right here up to here. That's like the sweet spot for us. And then that's with a carbide for removal.
Yep.
And then for prepping, we like to be somewhere around here to here.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how you were trained, but that's just a little bit of a key as far as like how to use the bits and whatnot.
Yeah.
So definitely a good time. The Expert 30K will be 10% off all weekend long.
Yeah.
The Polish Pinkies sale starts this Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and you can shop on the Polish Pinkies Pro app or at polishpinkiespro.com.
Yeah.
And of course, as always, if you ever have any questions, we're here for you. Oh, did you show this?
No.
Did you show your baby?
No, we skipped over.
I like the big one.
Duster brushes.
Rachel likes the little
Because
one.
you need to switch out your duster brushes.
Yep,
This
is your chance to get
friendly
them.
reminder.
So cheap.
Buy
But it's a
new
great
ones.
time to get your duster brushes.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Cheers.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful holiday. And we appreciate all of your continued support. And next week, we might go live to show you some behind the scenes in the warehouse. But if not, we will definitely be back in 2 weeks with some nail art. So have a great one. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.